Welcome back to a new video. Well, in the last one, I hit 3 very lucky wins, which I will take every day of the week, all the way to 2,500, of course. But we are at 1301, which you'd love to see as a result of that. So we're going to hope that I don't play good. I just get lucky because apparently that's much more consistent to hope for than to actually play well. But joking aside, 1301, so we're hitting 1300. Last video we looked at the rating, kind of how I've been up and down a little bit, close to that mark or a little above that, and not quite consistently above it, which is why I'm keeping the title still here. I would say if I'm in that same mark where I'm consistently above 1300 and I'm not dipping below it constantly, then cool. Then we can change the journey to 1400 because obviously that's the next step. But can't really call it 1400 if I'm dropping to 1275 every other game. Sorry, I had a little bit of a burp there. So we're in a pretty nice position now. So we are going to go right to there. And our goal now is just to kind of trade as many pieces off as we can. I mean, we still go right there. And then, I don't know. I kind of want the bishop to be there. I don't really like my knight being pinned. So we're going to go up to there to prevent that attack. Remove the knight up to threaten the queen. And then actually drop down to here. He might move down to there, which I wouldn't really like. What we're going to do is this. So that forces him to trade the bishop. Could have tried to do something fancy with, trading like that, but that's where often I overthink it and then I end up being dumb, which is very easy to do. Did I miss something? What is going on? Why? But for why? Okay. That was bizarre. I don't, it's like he just stopped playing. I'll take it though. I mean, another dub. So it's actually 4 wins in a row. When I do this, I've usually feels nice. Feels pretty nice. Just do that. Go in there. Huh, I think that's actually good. I'm actually making good moves. Who would have thought? Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. We're just gonna get rid of some of these pieces. We actually trade off, which is actually a pretty decent trade for us. We're gonna go up to there, unpin our queen. So I feel like that's correct. He's probably gonna get mad and take there. which doesn't matter because you just take back with the queen and you're still threatening there. Where he does that, which I feel like we just do that. Because then you can take the queen, and I can just take. I mean, we can trade queens, but I'm still um, up some material. Maybe I messed that up then. Um, yeah, I guess I messed that up. That's alright though. We can trade off queens. I guess at worst, like, I messed up his pawn structure. Just a wee bit. Oh, okay. I didn't want to go there. So now I've accidentally given up a bishop. I mean, a knight. Let's try that again. A rook. So that's unfortunate because I was not. I didn't mean to go there. I obviously meant to go right there, but can't do much about that. So now I just gotta have to try to play a little fast. You can't really go. I mean, I think now we just kind of have to try stuff. We're gonna go up to there. We have a discovery check that we can give to there. So that's kind of the idea that we're gonna have. So we still have that. We're gonna try to get our king up and get him involved. If he moves his piece up at all, then we're chilling. Alright, so that's good for us. Alright, so we're back to it. Got a lot of pawns up the board though, so I mean, it's not ideal. But honestly, I feel like we're doing okay. We're down a lot on time, so we have to pay attention to that. We'll go up to there and go over to there. And go to there. I don't mind if he goes to there because we can just come back. He has to come up. Alright, we gotta cook a little faster now. He's gonna take there. That's fine. We'll just play for the draw. I just didn't have enough time to try to navigate that. I would have just lost on time. So taking the draw there, I will certainly accept. Especially because I mean he messed up there in the middle and allowed that draw to happen, which is good. So I guess I haven't lost yet. So what? 4-0-1. Ooh, that's pretty rough. ooh, ooh. I think that was probably a misclick. That's unfortunate. And you saw in the last game, I misclicked. So I mean, it happens. Even on the computer, it happens a lot more on the phone, but it will still happen on the computadora. All right, so we're gonna do this. Because here we can trade the knights off. That's fine. And then we can work this way up. That's fine. We're still down a pawn, which is not preferable. We go to there, maybe. Just go back. I mean, I don't really care. I'm gonna go up to there. This is all kind of annoying, but in a he's playing well way. We're gonna push this guy up. I gotta get my king out of there. He's honestly playing really well. It kind of makes it an interesting game. So now we can push the center a little bit. If he doesn't take, we just push up, and that gives us some better protection of this line. Doesn't destroy his bishop because he can go around, but it does make my life a little bit easier, I think. Good. So I will certainly accept that. And then start working our way out. Let me do is that maybe. Because then we can do that. You can take down with the pawn though. But it allows me to move my... I'm basically, I guess, well, I didn't want to take... it basically allows me to move my king out of the way, which will then allow me to move the knight out of the way. And then lose a piece, which is exactly what I was planning. Fell right into my trap. The blunder trap. It's a big oof on my part, but I guess I was going to lose a piece anyway. So what we're going to do is... let's just push up a pawn. We got the king out of there, at least. I mean, we could bring him back to support stuff. Kind of force back. That's unfortunate. So it looks like we're just losing this one. They also changed the interface a little bit. These arrows down here are different, which I don't really like aesthetically. But we'll play one more. So we dropped to 1308. We had a high of 1317 today. We don't mind. If he pushes that pawn up, we just drop down again, and then we're kind of threatening there. I feel like my king's a little bit more secure than his. We're still going to drop down, though. Rotate over to there. If he goes to there, that would be him losing his knight. His knight. I wish I knew pieces. That would be such a crazy good skill that I don't have. He would lose his bishop. But instead, he's going to lose a pawn. At least mess up his pawn structure. We'd love to see. Sure. rotate over there. So honestly, we're feeling pretty good. So we go up one. If he decides to come down, well, if he comes down, sorry, we just take with the knight, which is my real knight, not every other piece that I'm calling knights and bishops. It's really hard to know your pieces, apparently. Maybe that's been my problem. I don't know what the names of the pieces are. I'm kind of dumb. Maybe that's the problem. All right, so we're gonna go to there. We do have another check that we can give. Feel like we're vibing still though. The vibes are still immaculate. So we might move down to there. Which I don't think is necessarily bad, but I don't think it's really. I think he's just kind of moving his pieces. He's not really moving them, if you know what I mean. You know, he's moving them, but he's not really vibing with them. Especially because I can do that. Give him the old hiya. Give him the old hiya. Oh. Uh-oh. I might have outmaneuvered him a little bit. I guess it ends up being a draw in that sense. Hit him with the choose your poison. We need to free our bishop. We need to free my boy. So going to there. I mean, to be honest, we're gonna risk it for the biscuit. Oh, he's too smart for me. His brain's a little too big. Man, I feel like that's not good for me. I'll do that though. We don't have much time left either. So I'll probably be dropping to 1301. So staying above 1300 is still pretty good though. So I'm not going to complain about that. Just kind of hope that, he makes some sort of blunder. Doesn't appear that he's going to though. Yeah. I guess I could have went up there, but I mean, we didn't have enough time. So won a couple, lost a couple, up to, or staying. Oh, I dropped all the way. I guess I would have only got 7 points. I'm actually under 1300. Tragic, because his rating was a lot lower than mine, or relatively lower. Unfortunate, but we're kind of hanging around that mark. So you're kind of seeing, I'm chilling around this mark, but I'm not consistently above it. So that's going to be it for this one. If you made it to this point, I appreciate it and hope you all have a great day. Peace.